Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel for another video, and you already know we're about to make this one epic. So, I decided to make the ultimate travel guide. We're talking top 20 countries to visit, and I'm not just going to list them off. We're diving deep, people. Get your passports ready because we are about to go on a wild ride around the globe. Hit that subscribe button and let's get this show on the road. First up, we're jetting off to Italy, the land of pasta, pizza, and pure romance. Nestled in the heart of the Mediterranean, Italy is a boot-shaped beauty that needs no introduction. I mean, come on, it's Italy. We're talking about ancient ruins, breathtaking coastlines, and let's not forget the food. Did you know that Italy has more UNESCO World Heritage Sites than any other country in the world? Talk about impressive. From the canals of Venice to the Colosseum in Rome, Italy is a feast for the senses. And don't even get me started on the gelato. Seriously, you haven't lived until you've had real Italian gelato on a hot summer day. Next up, we're going east, and trust me, you're not ready for this. Get ready to experience a country that's a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and futuristic technology, a place where spirituality meets innovation. We're talking about Japan, the land of the rising sun, and let me tell you, it's a trip that will blow your mind. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the serene beauty of Mount Fuji, Japan is a country of contrasts. And for all you foodies out there, get ready for sushi so fresh it melts in your mouth. Trust me, it's on another level. But there's so much more to Japan than just Tokyo. Stay tuned. This is going to be good. All right, guys, we're moving on to number 3, and it's a big one. France. I mean, come on, who doesn't love France? The land of croissants, the Eiffel Tower, and enough romance to make even the most cynical person swoon. First up, you gotta, and I mean gotta, hit up Paris. The Eiffel Tower? Breathtaking. Louvre Museum, home to the Mona Lisa. And don't even get me started on the food. But France is more than just Paris. Think rolling vineyards in Bordeaux. Picture yourself cruising down the French Riviera. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, head south to the French Alps. Hiking, skiing, snowboarding, you name it. France is the full package, my friends. A feast for the eyes, the stomach, and the soul. Trust me, you won't regret booking that ticket. Next up is a country that holds a special place in my heart. Thailand. Land of smiles, they call it, and it lives up to the name. From the moment you step off the plane, you're greeted with incredible warmth and genuine hospitality. But let's talk about the real reason we're here. The food. Thai food is like a party in your mouth, with flavors exploding in every bite. You gotta try the pad thai, green curry, mango sticky rice, and street food. Thailand's street food scene is legendary. You can eat like a king without breaking the bank. Thailand is incredibly affordable, perfect for budget-conscious travelers. Next. Get ready to dive into history, people, because we're heading to Greece. This country is like stepping into a history book, except way more fun. Ancient ruins, crystal clear waters, and enough mythology to fill a whole library. First things first, you gotta visit the Acropolis in Athens. This ancient citadel offers breathtaking views and a glimpse into Greece's glorious past. It's also home to some of the most stunning islands in the world. Mykonos, Santorini, Crete. Each one is like a postcard come to life. Whether you're sharing a meal with locals or dancing the night away, you'll feel the famous Greek hospitality. All right, so we're jumping halfway across the globe now to the land of kangaroos, koalas, and shrimp on the Barbie, although I'm told they actually call them prawns. Australia, guys, this place is huge. Like, seriously, you could fit like 15 Italys in here. First up, you gotta see the Sydney Opera House. It's as iconic as it gets. And while you're there, hit up Bondi Beach for some surfing. Trust me, the vibe is infectious. But Australia is not just about cities and beaches. Head inland, and you'll discover the outback. a vast, rugged landscape that'll make you feel like you're on another planet. Think red dirt, massive rock formations, and more stars than you can count. Speaking of stars, the best time to visit is during their summer, which is our winter, November to February. And if you're lucky enough to be there in January, check out the Australian Open, one of the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. Just watch out for drop bears, all right? Just kidding. Or am I? Australia, man. It's a trip. Next stop, Spain. This country just oozes passion. From the fiery flamenco dancing to the intense rivalry of El Clasico between Real Madrid and Barcelona. And don't even get me started on the food. We're talking paella, tapas, churros dipped in thick chocolate. Trust me, you'll want to loosen your belt a notch or two. Now, Spain is all about embracing the siesta. Things move a little slower here, and you know what? That's a good thing. Take your time to wander through the Gothic quarter in Barcelona, get lost in the maze-like streets of Seville, or marvel at the Alhambra in Granada, a stunning palace that looks like it came straight out of Aladdin. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, check out the running of the bulls in Pamplona. Just, maybe leave the red shirts at home for that one. All right, adventure junkies, this one's for you. New Zealand. This place is basically one giant, breathtaking postcard. Think snow-capped mountains, turquoise lakes, and fjords that'll blow your mind. You might recognize it from a little movie series called Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they filmed a lot of it here. And for good reason. The scenery is epic. And speaking of epic, New Zealand is the adventure capital of the world. We're talking bungee jumping, skydiving, whitewater rafting. You name it, they got it. If you're feeling really brave, try zorbing. Basically, you climb inside a giant inflatable ball and roll down a hill. Sounds crazy? It is, but that's New Zealand for you. And hey, after a long day of adrenaline-pumping activities, you can relax in a natural hot spring. All right, we're heading up north. Way up north to the Great White North, Canada. I've always loved the idea of Canada. It's like America's cooler, more polite older brother. And let me tell you, when it comes to natural beauty, Canada is on a whole other level. Think towering mountains, pristine lakes, glaciers, you name it, they've got it. It's the kind of place that makes you want to throw on a backpack and just disappear into the wilderness. And speaking of wilderness, Canada is home to some of the most incredible wildlife on the planet. Grizzly bears, moose, whales. It's like stepping into a National Geographic documentary. So if you're looking for an adventure, whether it's hiking through Banff National Park, kayaking in Nova Scotia, or spotting polar bears in Churchill, Canada has got you covered. Just, maybe pack an extra jacket or two. Next up, we're jetting off to South America, to the land of samba, soccer, and stunning beaches, Brazil. Now, I've been lucky enough to visit Brazil a few times, and let me tell you, it's an experience that stays with you. From the moment you arrive, you're greeted with this infectious energy, this warmth and vibrancy that's impossible to resist. The people of Brazil are some of the friendliest and most welcoming I've ever met. They just have this zest for life, this love of music, dance, and celebration that's truly contagious. And speaking of celebration, you can't go to Brazil without experiencing Carnival. It's like the entire country transforms into one giant party, with music, dancing, and costumes that will blow your mind. But beyond the festivities, Brazil is also a country of incredible natural beauty. From the iconic beaches of Rio de Janeiro to the mighty Amazon rainforest, there's something for everyone in this diverse and captivating country. All right, buckle up because we're heading to the southern tip of Africa, to a country that's got it all, South Africa. I'm talking stunning coastlines, vibrant cities, incredible wildlife, and a history that's both complex and inspiring. South Africa is a place where you can go from cage diving with great white sharks in the morning to sipping pinotage in a vineyard overlooking rolling hills in the afternoon. It's a country of contrasts, but that's part of what makes it so special. And let's not forget about the wildlife. South Africa is home to some of the most iconic animals on the planet. Lions, elephants, rhinos, leopards, you name it, they've got it. A safari in South Africa is an absolute must-do, and it's an experience you'll never forget. But beyond the tourist attractions, what really struck me about South Africa was the resilience of its people. They've been through so much, but they have this incredible spirit, this hope for the future that's truly inspiring. All right, guys, buckle up because we're about to dive into the bustling heart of Turkey. We're talking about Istanbul, a city straddling 2 continents. How cool is that? And there's no better way to experience the soul of Istanbul than by getting lost in the labyrinthine alleys of the Grand Bazaar. Imagine this, over 4,000 shops crammed into this sprawling covered market. You've got everything here, from hand-woven carpets to spices that smell like they fell straight out of Aladdin's cave. Don't be afraid to haggle. It's all part of the game. Trust me, the energy here is contagious. Let's go now to Egypt, the land of pharaohs, pyramids, and mysteries that have captivated the world for centuries. We're talking about a civilization so advanced, so enigmatic, that it still blows our minds today. Standing at the foot of the Great Pyramid, it's humbling. You can practically feel the weight of history pressing down on you. These massive structures, built with nothing but sheer human ingenuity, are a testament to the power and ambition of the ancient Egyptians. It's mind-boggling to think about how they did it. But Egypt is more than just pyramids. It's about cruising down the Nile, the lifeblood of this ancient civilization. Picture this. You're sailing on a traditional felucca, the sun setting over the Nile, casting long shadows over ancient temples. You can almost hear the whispers of pharaohs and feel the presence of history all around you. From the bustling souks of Cairo to the serene temples of Luxor, Egypt is a journey through time. All right, folks, hold on to your hats because we're about to embark on a journey to India, a country that's an explosion of colors, cultures, and chaos. Now, when we talk about India, we gotta talk about Bollywood. It's not just an industry, it's an emotion. The music, the drama, the dance sequences that defy the laws of physics, it's pure magic. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of a Bollywood star in Mumbai, the city of dreams. But India is more than just Bollywood. It's the aroma of spices wafting from street food stalls, the vibrant saris worn with such elegance, the sound of temple bells echoing through ancient cities. From the Taj Mahal, a monument to love that will leave you speechless, to the holy city of Varanasi, where life and death intertwine on the banks of the Ganges. India is a country that will stay with you long after you've left. All right, guys, Switzerland. Land of the Alps, a public transportation system so efficient it'll make you want to cry. Seriously, these guys are on another level. Forget your Ubers and Lyfts. In Switzerland, you've got trains that'll whisk you through the mountains faster than you can say, yodel hee hoo. We're talking panoramic views, smooth rides, and schedules that run like a Swiss watch. And don't even get me started on the buses and boats. They're all connected. They're all on time, and they'll get you to every corner of this stunning country without breaking a sweat. Navigating Switzerland is a breeze, which leaves you more time for the important stuff, like stuffing your face with fondue and conquering those epic hiking trails. Speaking of hiking, hold on to your hats because next up, we're diving into the land of tequila, tacos, and tree houses. You heard that right. Mexico is calling, and things are about to get interesting. Mexico, amigos. When you think Mexico, you think beaches, sunshine, margaritas. And don't get me wrong, those are all awesome. But Mexico is so much more than that. We're talking ancient ruins, vibrant cities, and some of the most unique places to stay you've ever seen. Forget your cookie-cutter hotels. In Mexico, you can sleep in a treehouse overlooking the jungle, a converted convent with centuries of history, or even an eco-lodge powered by the sun. Talk about an adventure. And the best part? These aren't just some crazy expensive once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Mexico has options for every budget, so you can live out your travel dreams without breaking the bank. From the bustling streets of Mexico City to the tranquil cenotes of Tulum, Mexico has something for everyone. But enough about Mexico for now, because things are about to get icy, literally. Iceland, people, the land of fire and ice, where glaciers meet volcanoes and the northern lights dance across the sky. This place is straight out of a dream, or maybe a sci-fi movie. What I do know is that Iceland is like nowhere else on Earth. We're talking geothermal pools, black sand beaches, and waterfalls that'll make your jaw drop. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, pun intended. Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know that Iceland has more sheep than people? Seriously, it's like a giant, beautiful sheep farm with incredible landscapes and friendly locals. But enough about sheep. We've got a whole world to explore. Next up, we're heading south to the land of tango, steak, and some seriously passionate people. Get ready for Argentina. It's gonna be wild. Buckle up. We're touching down in Argentina, the land of tango, Malbec, and passion. A country that lives and breathes music, where life is vibrant and fast-paced. When the sun sets, Buenos Aires comes alive. The nightlife is legendary. Picture yourself on cobblestone streets, dressed to the nines, surrounded by tango echoes. The air is electric with laughter, chatter, and the aroma of Argentinian barbecue. Maybe you're in a milonga where everyone attempts this sensual dance. From techno clubs to jazz bars and rooftop parties, Argentina's nightlife has it all. This country knows how to party. Pace yourself and get ready for unforgettable nights. All right, we're down to the wire, but trust me, Portugal is a place you don't want to skip. It's like stepping into a postcard with cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, and some of the most delicious food you'll ever eat. But let's talk safety. Portugal is known for being super safe, even for solo travelers. Like, you can walk around at night feeling totally comfortable. Obviously, every city has its good and bad areas, so it's always smart to be aware of your surroundings. Don't be flashing your cash or expensive gear, you know the drill. One thing to watch out for is pickpocketing, especially in crowded tourist spots. It's the oldest trick in the book, but it's easy to get caught up in the moment and let your guard down. Just keep your valuables close, be aware of who's around you, and you'll be golden. Don't let any of this scare you off, though, seriously. Portugal is incredible. The people are warm and welcoming, the vibes are chill, and the scenery is breathtaking. Last, but definitely not least, we have Vietnam. This country is a sensory overload in the best way possible. From the bustling streets of Hanoi to the serene beauty of Ha Long Bay, Vietnam will blow your mind. And when it's time to say goodbye, you're going to want to take a piece of it home with you. Now, when it comes to souvenirs, forget the generic keychains and shot glasses. We're talking authentic, one-of-a-kind treasures. Head to the local markets and haggle your heart out for beautiful silk scarves, intricate lacquerware, or even a traditional áo dai, the Vietnamese long dress. Coffee lovers, listen up. Vietnam is famous for its coffee. It's strong. Grab a bag of Vietnamese coffee beans or a traditional Phin coffee filter. It's the perfect way to start your day and remember your trip. And for a truly unique souvenir, check out the hand-painted propaganda posters. They're a powerful reminder of Vietnam's history and make for a great conversation starter back home. So, ditch the tourist traps and discover the real treasures Vietnam has to offer. And there you have it, the 20 best countries to visit in 2024. From the ancient ruins of Rome to the bustling markets of Marrakesh, the world is your oyster. What do you think, guys? Which country has got you packing your bags? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more travel adventures. Until next time, keep exploring.